Three Queens Yoga? I don't think that's it.
Are the little candles in this thing?
Yeah, they should be in there.
Pranamba?
We can also do 3 black today if you want. If there's, they might say purple in there, but they're black. Okay, let's see. That's right. Okay, hey friends online today. We have been messing with the mic, so please do let me know how it sounds. What's going on there? What is this? Okay. Okay. Well, I'm close to the computer right now, so it should sound good, but it's more about when I'm walking around. If there's cutting out, please let us know. Okay, hey friends, good morning. Hi.
We can all wield weapons. Do you have your mic key?
Oh, ooh, where's that coming from? Yikes. Let me turn the sound on this off. Okay. Hi. Good morning. This one's out. It's always something. The lights are, one light is out, not the least important one. It's always something though. Good morning. My name's Mariel for the new folks. Welcome. So glad you're here. I'll facilitate the practice. Melissa beside me will be assisting. Come on in. We still have plenty of space. I know it looks crowded, but this is only in the 30s and we can get in the 50s. We just have to work together to take space and make space. So really you just need the length of your foot on the long sides of your mat. Well, even the width of your foot on the long sides of your mat and the length of your foot in front of you and behind you. And then we can get everyone in. I'm really excited. I hope we're gonna do this again. I'm really excited for this workshop. It's called Wellness Workshop for Women. It says 45 plus. I'm assuming that means 45-ish plus, because like, who's really keeping clear count after 40? I'm like, it's like 40 and then let me know when it's 50. But that's next Saturday, January 24th from 1 to 4 to be with some experts from our community. Doesn't actually, oh yeah, we have Dr. Deb Glassman who teaches on the schedule and Elizabeth Zach who's on the schedule. And I think, is Abigail part of this?
Abigail Wolf is going to be, she's an OBGYN, she's going to talk about hormone replacement.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say about it? Just like,
Therapy.
like the best way to get by and get through any difficult transition in your life is like in the company of others who have direct experience and wisdom. And so I hope that if you are in your 40s-ish and you flashed when you walked in like me, you'll join us. And then, you'll have, once you make those connections, it's like you always have someone you can reach out to and ask a question. And That's really, really valuable. So that's next Saturday. Is there another? Can I see that clipboard behind you? That later that night, this is not on our schedule. There's a few really exciting things coming up that I'm going to ask the team tomorrow to get up on our site with like the link outside our site to buy if you're interested. But on Saturday night, DJ Silo is launching a vision that he's had for this space called Bodies in Space. He's a great city, pretty well known throughout Philadelphia and beyond. And he's collaborating with Adriana and another person on like, I guess like a dance party, disco ball, haze machine, but like an intentional, I think it's like intentional dance party. It's called Bodies in Space, and it's next Saturday night. And, oh, that is on here. Restorative yoga next Sunday, restorative yoga and yoga nidra with Eric at 5:30. And going inward, a somatic breathwork and sound journey with Sarah Hummel, dear friend of mine, on Saturday, January 31st from 6 to 7:30. A lot of other stuff. You know where to find it. Instagram, email, website. Oh, and the book drive. Corey's collecting books, paperback, PG-13-ish content for a community, mental health community unit.
It's 3 mental health crisis units. And PG-13-ish just means no heavy gore or smut. Especially in this time that we're in with books right now, there's a lot of smut out there.
Yeah, so book drive. Bring your paperback books and just be mindful that it's for mental health crisis units. So in alignment with that. It's a new moon in Capricorn today. The next new moon on Feb 18th, or Feb 17th, something like that, is the Lunar New Year and a solar eclipse. And so this really is like the final, this new moon cycle is the final chapter of this year. This is the time to really shed and release the shit that you do not want to take with you into the year ahead, into like the next chapter of your life. I was thinking about this morning. Also, like I might be in a snake shedding skin rabbit hole on my Instagram, so I'm posting a lot of things to my stories of snakes shedding skin. It's like really cool. It's been the year of the wood snake, and so we want to shed the outer layer and move into the year of the fire horse, and with like a lightness, just so that we can have some lightness and momentum as we move forward, starting next month. I was thinking this past week, like, just about, like, I have some ideas about what I really want to finally let go of, but in years past, it's kind of been more clear. And I was thinking about how, through my practices of yoga, I have been able to shed and release and let go of things in, like, an unconscious way that I become conscious of much later. Like, for example, I'm estranged from my parents, and that for like a long time in my 20s, I would say, like, that was something that I carried and didn't feel like I took it really personally. And then through my practices of yoga, I realized I got to a point where like I didn't take that shit personally anymore, and it's like something I can really talk about freely. It's not, doesn't like weigh me down in any way. And I can't say that, even though that was something I really wanted, I can't say that it's something I did totally consciously. Like, I think just through my practices, there was subconscious and unconscious release that when I look back, I was like, oh, it works. I felt lighter. So it's even like if you are clear about the shit that you don't want to take with you, you just offer that as your intention to your practice. Like with every exhale, every release of a pose, there's just an energetic letting go. And if that's clear, that's great. And if not, it's just an invitation to your consciousness to release what needs to be released, conscious, subconscious, and unconscious. Because yoga really is like, we talk about yoga as a physical practice. We talk about yoga as a spiritual practice, yoga as a contemplative practice. Yoga is essentially a technology for the expansion of consciousness, and the teachings work in that regard. Like, it really works, in my experience. And so I can sit here and kind of make that promise. So it's about 4 weeks to the next new moon. It's a phase of darkness. It's a phase of ending a chapter. It's a final chapter. And we you can't really read it until after it's written, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, when we look back a little bit, you'll see what you shed. There is this beautiful, I think I posted it on my story, I promise we're going to do yoga, of a guy who I guess he has snakes and he preserves the skins, and he makes a quick video on how you preserve it. And so he collects the skin and then puts it in water or oil or something for about 5 minutes, and then cuts one end and opens it up. And it's so freaking beautiful. And so usually we want to shed our shit. And then after it's shed, it becomes such a source of beauty and wisdom. Does that make sense? So to when you're willing to let go of the shit that weighs you down, once you let go of it, it's actually a source of beauty. Imagine that. Last thing, PSA, my dear, dear friend who I admire so much has a colon hydrotherapy practice in Chestnut Hill. This is a controversial practice. To me, it's if we're supposed to clean our teeth twice a year, why wouldn't we clean the other end twice a year? And I had that done before in my 20s and hadn't again until just a couple years ago when she first opened. It was, I think, also that full solar eclipse in April a couple years ago was my first session. And you wouldn't believe the literal shit that came out of me and how much more alive I felt after. So again, just planting that seed for you for 2026. If you feel exhausted, weighed down, fatigued, maybe go get some dental hygiene on the other end. Make yourself as comfortable as humanly possible. Feel free to sit tall, lean back against a wall, or recline. Oh, and did I mention Camden's on the mat for demoing? This is Camden. If you don't know, especially if you're new here, we're live streaming. So if you're not sure, look to someone who looks like they know what they're doing, or look to Camden. She knows. But for now, look inside. Invite a deeper breath in and a longer breath out. And as you deepen your breath, feel how naturally your breath deepens you. The entire physical practice of yoga is in service to the breath. To the gift of life that fills us, surrounds us, and connects us to each other and all that is. The physical practice is a strategy, a technique for aligning ourselves and engaging ourselves and stretching ourselves through aligned engagement so that the gift of life that each breath offers can flow in us, as us, through us, more deeply, more fully, more freely. Sometimes there's things we carry on the inside that diminish the flow of the currents of breath, of the gift of life in us, as us, through us, and from us. And so we offer our practice here today in service of alleviating any blockages and releasing any unnecessary sources of tension within conscious embodiment in order to more directly experience our vitality. Your next exhalation, give yourself permission to release anything that you don't want to take with you moving forward, conscious, subconscious, unconscious. And on the next breath in, we'll bring the hands to heart center. If you're reclined, I recommend palm over palm at heart center. If you're seated, you can make that gesture or bring palm to palm at heart center, like a prayer gesture known as Anjali Mudra in the yoga tradition. It's a gesture of recognition, of self-honor and self-reverence that acknowledges the voice of the true teacher, which is never further than the heart, which is never further than the breath. And it's the gesture that places this aspect of the self before us as a guide for at least the time we spend together. And together we'll set the tone for our practice today by sharing the voices of our hearts and the sound of an Om. Please feel free to join into the sound or just let it wash over you. Deep breath in. Bow to your heart, and as best you can, keeping that connection inward unwavering, release the hands. Blink open the eyes and gently make your way into a tabletop position. Melissa, do you want to do warm-ups today? Okay. Just any warm-ups. Hit all the spots.
Like standing.
Yeah.
I'm taking over. Bring your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees an inch or so behind your hips. Everyone look down at your fingers and spread them wide so they're equidistant from one another. Pointer fingers face one another. Now on an exhale, press down through your hands, start to round your spine so much so you come into cat pose. Now on an inhale, your pelvis tilts forward, your gaze lifts for cow. Exhale, press down to curl in. Flow through your cat and cow for 3 more full rounds of breath. At the end of your next exhale, feel free to add in any organic movements that might feel right for you. This could look like swiveling out through your hips, shifting your body forward, backward, even side to side. Move through these spaces that can't be seen, but can be felt. Anything that gets in the way of your ability to shed what no longer serves you in the coming year. On your exhale, make your way back to table. From table, walk your hands 2 to 3 handprints in front of your shoulders. Then curl your toes under and inhale, send your hips up and back to downward facing dog. Exhale, bend deep into your knees for this first down dog of the day. Now look at your hands. Without moving your hands, energetically hug them in towards one another to draw strength up your arms to the backs of your shoulder blades where the back of your heart center is. Then from the back of your heart center, press down through your arms and down into the earth as you send your hips up and back to where the ceiling and the wall meet behind you. You can bend and lengthen through the backs of your legs to walk your dog. On an exhale, come to stillness. Inhale, shift your body forward to high plank. Exhale, lower down to the mat, knees, chest, chin. Bring your legs long behind you, toes flat to the earth. Now press the tops of your feet down so much so that your knees and thighs start to lift. Keep that as you inhale, curl up the littlest bit for baby cobra. Exhale, lower back down. Let's try that again. Press down through your toenails. Feel your thighs lift. Now inhale, curl up, cobra. Think chest broadens, back of the head lifts. Exhale, lower back down. Last round like this. Press down through your legs to inhale, curl up for cobra. Exhale, lower back down. Tuck your toes, press yourself up through table to plank, back to downward facing dog. Inhale to bend your knees deep. Exhale, peek forward, step up to the top of your mat and forward fold over your legs. Bring your feet to be as wide as hips width distance and parallel to one another so all 10 toes face the front of the room. Lift and spread your toes to feel all 4 corners of your feet on the earth. Press down through your feet. Inhale, strengthen your legs, reach up towards the sky, big stretch up. Exhale to hinge from your hips and forward fold over your legs. Fingertips come to blocks or the earth. Inhale to halfway lift, hands to shins or blocks. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands down to the mat. Step back to high plank. From high plank, exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, curl up for cobra. Slide your shoulders up and back. Center back of the skull presses back. Exhale, lower back down. Tuck your toes. Press yourself up through table to plank, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees deep. Exhale, peek forward, step up to the top of your mat and forward fold over your legs. Root down through your feet. On a big breath in, come up to stand. Your arms lift your legs. No, they don't. Reach up. Exhale, hinge from your hips to forward fold.
Wait, I missed it. What was it?
I said something funny. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hinge from your hips. Sit deep into chair pose on an exhale. Use that hinge literally to get your butt back and down in space towards the back of the mat. Recruit your glutes. Press down through your feet. Strengthen your legs. And as you sit deep on an exhale, inhale to lengthen through the sides of your body and reach up towards the sky. Press down through your feet. Inhale, reach up, grow tall, look up. Exhale, fold your hands together at your heart center. On your exhale, hinge from your hips, touch down to the earth. Plant your hands, step back to high plank. From high plank, exhale, lower down to the mat in the style of you. Inhale, curl up for cobra or cobra dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, press yourself up and back to downward facing dog. Inhale, your right foot lifts up and back. Exhale, carry it through to low lunge. Widen your front foot as needed to give yourself space in the front body. Then inhale, reach your arms up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, bend deep into your front thigh. Lift your back heel high to the sky. See how Camden's heel is like really high, almost parallel to the ceiling? Keep that and then press the back of your thigh high to the sky to straighten through your back leg. Then bend into your front knee. On an exhale, lower your hands down to frame your front foot. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, your left foot lifts up and back. Exhale, step through to low lunge. Find your footing. Then inhale, reach up, high crescent lunge. Feel both feet on the ground. Now without moving your feet, energetically hug your legs in towards one another to draw strength up your legs to the core of your pelvis. But from the core of your pelvis, press down through your legs and down into the earth. As you exhale, up through your fingertips and out through the crown of your head. Now on your exhale, lower your hands down to frame your front foot. Step back to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, you're welcome to stay here, grab a sip of water, or let your breath carry you through a linking vinyasa. If you've had more caffeine than water today, have some water. That's me speaking to me. In downward facing dog, press down through your hands. to lift up through your hips and extend through the backs of your legs. Inhale, your right foot lifts up and back. Exhale, step through to low lunge. Inhale, reach the arms up. On your next breath in, take as many hops as you need to come to stand on your right foot. Lift your left knee, flex your foot, cross your ankle over your thigh, sit back into pigeon chair. If you have a wall nearby, feel free to use it for balance. Think hinge from your hips to get your butt back in space. Press down through your standing foot to find a foundation in this early balance. Then on an exhale, extend through your fingertips. On an inhale, lift your knee, flex your foot. Exhale, lower your feet down to the earth, arms by your side. Tadasana, standing tall mountain. Lift and spread your toes to feel all four corners of your feet on the earth. Then shift more weight into your left leg. Bend your right knee and grab for your foot, ankle, or pant leg for a standing thigh stretch. Think, hug your thighs towards one another. Imagine you have a blueberry between them. Then use that strength to grow 1 inch taller through the crown of your head. Slowly begin to hinge your body forward. Exhale, take a big step back, land and lunge, or something like it. Feel your feet land on the ground. Reach your arms up on an inhale. Then on an exhale, lower your hands down to frame your front foot. Step back to downward facing dog. Take a moment to notice what you feel, how you feel, and where you feel it. Breathe, feel, notice. Inhale, your left foot lifts up and back. Exhale, carry it through to low lunge. Inhale, reach your arms up. On your next breath in, take a big step forward and up. Come to balance on your left leg. Lift your right knee, flex your foot. Cross your ankle over your thigh, sit back into pigeon chair. This is a hip opener, so flex your right toes to open up your right hip. Now as you press down through your standing foot to stabilize you, sit deep into your glutes. And if you can keep that, think right knee pulls more towards the right, left knee tracks more towards the left. Now on an inhale, lift your knee, flex your foot. Exhale, lower your arms and feet down. Come back to Tadasana, standing tall mountain. Shift more weight into your left leg. Bend your, no wait, other side. Shift more weight into your right leg. Bend your left knee and grab for your foot, thigh stretch. Root down through your right foot. Balance is going to be different from side to side, and that's okay. But see if you can find strength by hugging in towards the center of you, towards your midline, and then use that strength to grow 1 inch taller. You can use your opposite arm as a counterbalance. Now on an exhale, start to hinge from your hips. Lean forward, release your back foot. Take a big step back, land in high lunge. Stick the landing. On an exhale, lower your hands down to frame your front foot. Step back to downward facing dog. From down dog, you can stay here, or on an inhale, shift your body forward to high plank. Exhale, bend your elbows for chaturanga. Inhale, curl up for cobra or cobra dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, press yourself up and back to downward facing dog.
Find your breath, invite a deeper breath in and a longer breath out. Pedal your feet a little bit from side to side just to notice the newfound space through which the gift of life and the light of awareness can flow in you, as you, through you, more deeply, more fully, more freely. On an inhale, float the right leg high to the sky, and as you exhale, catch your lunge. Reach for your blocks in front of you. I would start with them on the highest height. See that your right knee and toes point straight ahead, and then big breath in with the exhale. Push off the back foot to come up into a supported warrior 3. Flex your back foot, spread the toes, and then peek down the front of your body and see if you can find your back toes with your eyes. You could even like lower the back foot down if it helps to see it, and turn those back toes in. Yes. And now rather than lifting the foot up, try to press the back knee up to the sky. Yes. Press the blocks down and forward to draw the bottom ribs up and the tailbone and the right buttock flesh down to the right heel. And as you squeeze the right heel in, can you lift the inner left thigh, the left knee 1 more inch? Bring your right hand to your right hip crease and manually pull your right hip crease towards the back of the room. Now point the right elbow to the sky, take the right shoulder up and back, and from the left waistline start to twist to the right. Squeeze the left ankle to the right. Take the right shoulder up and back, and as you inhale, everyone think squeeze the back leg more to the right as you inhale, and as you exhale, lean back on your shoulders. Totally optional if you want to reach the right arm up. Inhale to untwist, step back on the exhale, downward facing dog. Find your breath, breath to heart, heart to mind, mind to body. On the inhale, float the left leg high to the sky. Exhale, catch your lunge. Find your blocks, take a big step forward and up, supported warrior 3. Flex the back foot, peek down the front of your body and look for your back toes and turn your back toes in and think, can you tie like an imaginary thread from the right hip to the left toes and from the left hip to the right toes? Is it okay to touch? Even more, keep going, like twist your hips, yes. And squeeze your shin against my thigh, like that. I love these pants. Bring your left hand to your left hip crease and pull the left hip crease back. You can even like lower the back foot an inch, turn it in, and now press your back knee to the sky. Now squeeze your back shin like 3 more inches to the left as you inhale, and as you exhale, lean back on your shoulder blades. As you inhale, squeeze the back leg another inch to the left, and as you exhale, lean back, maybe unfurl the top arm, beautiful. Inhale to untwist. Exhale, step back, plant the hands, downward dog. Look for your breath. Inhale to plank. Exhale for Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale for Cobra. Cobra dog if you feel ready. Beautiful. Press the inner edges of the hands down as you exhale, downward facing dog. Find your breath. On the inhale, float the right leg high to the sky. With your exhale, catch your lunge. Pivot your feet to the left for a wide-legged forward fold. Find your strap and take make your feet parallel, and then take the strap between the hands behind the back for a shoulder stretch. You got it. Bring the hands as close together as you can. Sort of wriggle the hands as close together as you can, and then give yourself as much space as you need to get the shoulder blades together. And then fold between the legs. And as you inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Feel the chest, the lungs, the heart lift and stretch open across the front as you engage the back. And as you exhale, pour out over in between your legs. Let the arms get heavier overhead like wet branches. And as you inhale, hug the feet towards each other. And as you exhale, try to pull the hands apart. Face soft, head heavy. And check this out. This is really nerdy. As you inhale, squeeze your feet towards each other. Put the tiniest bend in your legs, and with the heels heavy, tip into the balls of your feet. And then as you exhale, Press your thigh bones back and your tailbone down, and notice if you get extension between each vertebra. Gently release the strap, the arms, turn the right knee and toes through lunge. Lower the back knee down, pad with a blanket as needed. Come high on left fingertips on the left side of your mat. Some of you might want a little arm extension, left fingertips on a block. And bending your back leg with your right hand, reach for your left foot. Right hand to left foot. Low lunge, twisted thigh stretch. Press the back knee down and forward and try to move your butt towards your back heel. I think you can you hold the outer edge? Yeah, you got that. Oh my God, your feet are so tiny. It's like the size of my hand. I love feet. Okay, turn the toes towards me a little bit more. Yeah, like you're turning your foot out from the ankle. Yes, like that. Sorry, I get distracted by feet sometimes. Gently release, downward dog. Find your breath. You get a wonderful opportunity here to just pedal it out and to receive the newfound space that comes from the conscious choice, desire. Like you consciously showed up here and now subconsciously we're releasing tension. And then with the application of consciousness, you can see, observe, notice the newfound spaciousness inside the self. On the inhale, float the left leg high to the sky. Exhale, catch the lunge. We'll pivot the feet to the right for the wide-legged forward fold. Again, with or without the strap, but maybe hands a little bit closer together. We'll take the shoulder stretch. Take your time there. You want the shoulder blades to come together, and as you hug the shoulder blades together, try to pull the hands apart. And you might even change if you're interlacing the hands, you might even change the interlacing of the hands so the opposite little fingers on the outside. And with the heels heavy, tip into the balls of the feet. For some of you, it'll be easier to get that subtle action by bending your knees. Heels heavy, tip into the soles of the feet. And then as you press the thighs back and anchor the tailbone down, notice if you feel space between each vertebra. Bend into your right leg, the littlest amount necessary to feel a stretch in your inner right thigh. And then reach the shoulder, stretch the arms to the left. Push through the left leg, bend into the right leg a little bit. Is that the second side? Sorry, bend into the left leg. And come back through center, release. Turn the left knee and toes through lunge. Stay high on your right fingertips to the floor or the block on the right edge of your mat. As you lower the right knee down, left hand reaches back for the right foot. Low lunge, twisted thigh stretch. Beautiful. You're still totally good in here. I wasn't even sure if this was you. Eventually, you'll just go with the other hand. Yeah. Press the back knee down and forward. Draw the left shoulder up and back and bend the front leg 1 more inch for 1 more breath. Gently release. Downward facing dog. Find your breath. Inhale for plank. Exhale for chaturanga. Inhale for cobra, cobra dog, up dog now if you feel ready. Exhale for downward facing dog. On your inhale, float the right leg to the sky. Exhale, catch your lunge. Find your blocks, big step forward and up, supported warrior 3. Take your time in the setup. I was gonna go into some deep twists, so we'll just wanna keep an eye on her. Flex the back foot. Think heel to butt cheek. Bend your back leg. Heel towards your butt cheek. And now everyone all together try to raise the roof up with the sole of your foot. So the back knee is right in line with the hip, and it's like you're holding a tray with a cup of tea or a martini glass or a glass of wine, I don't know, your thing, glass of orange juice on the tray, and you don't want it to spill. Hug this knee more to the, yes, like that, beautiful. Get long through the spine, bring your right hand to your right hip crease and pull the right hip crease back as you take the right shoulder up and back. Now maybe bring your left knee a little bit more towards your right knee, curl in. You can bend your standing leg even, and with the right hand, can you find your left foot? Reach back, yes, and then once you bind yourself to yourself, re-straighten your standing leg, squeeze the back knee in and kick your foot back into your hand. This is called revolved sugar cane in the moonlight. Inhale to release, get long, step back, find your breath. Whew. Pedal it out. Find your breath, breath to heart, heart to mind, mind to body. Lower the knees down, sit back on your heels. Questions, comments, concerns, conundrums. Can I borrow your blocks for a sec? So I was trying to teach like a little bit of an easier way into that transition because I think I take it for granted that I have long arms, so when I reach back, my foot is just like right there. If you have shorter arms, it helps to kind of curl in. Like, can you see how this brings the foot closer as opposed to way back there? So I bend the standing leg and I bring my knees closer to find my foot, and then I can, once I have the connection, re-extend. Just like, yeah. Was that someone's question? Yeah.
So left hand to the inside of your back foot.
Does that make sense? And no one asked that, but I just want to like make sure we're stacking the deck in everyone's favor. Okay? Any questions? The block is there as a resource to support you. So if your hamstrings are tight, you could even go like step forward, block and a half. And you place it where you need it. You might want it a little farther out. You could step back or walk the blocks forward, because then you can kind of like lean into it for more stability. Does that make sense? We'll try it again on the second side. Downward dog. And just take a moment to like consider the beauty of the name of the pose, the poetry of the name of the pose. It's called Parivritta Ardha Chandra Chapasana, revolved sugar cane in the moonlight, twisted sugar cane in the moonlight. On the inhale, float the left leg to the sky. Exhale, catch the lunge, find the blocks. Big step forward and up, supported warrior 3. And then adjust the placement of the blocks forward or back so that you feel like the blocks are actually helping to stabilize you. And then bend your back leg, heel to butt cheek, and everyone all together, let's try to lift the roof with the right foot. Feel your butt cheek turn on. Keep that. Bend your standing leg, bring your knees closer together, and with your left hand, reach for your right foot. Beautiful, Yan. Gorgeous. And then re-extend your standing leg, stand tall through your standing leg, root through your standing leg, and kick your foot into your hand. Beautiful. Gently release, step back, downward dog, linking vinyasa, if and as you like, in the style of you, or rest in dog pose or child's pose. Offer this to the breath. I feel like we have to do it on both sides because that looked like chef's kiss. Does that feel different? Okay. Yay. Any questions, comments now before we do it again on both sides? No, you do not have to. That's a great question. Elizabeth asked, do we have to? For the new folks, the answer is absolutely no. Everything here is an invitation, not an obligation. You are free and welcome and encouraged and empowered and supported to take it or leave it. It's literally our philosophy. Just the name of the pose for a moment, though. It's a twisted pose. I think it was Iyengar who said, in yoga, we twist the body to untwist the mind. And I remember ages ago, my philosophy teacher, Douglas Brooks, saying something about the root of the word parivritta is connected to the word perverted, like to twist. And then it's they're twisted times. It's a twisted age that we're living in. And to be the sugar cane in the moonlight is to be able to be sweet and reflect light in times of darkness. And it's a complicated pose because that is a complicated task. Downward dog. Find your breath. Invite a deeper breath in, take it to heart. And as you exhale from the heart, push through the arms to launch through the hips and ground through the heels. On the next inhale, float the right leg high to the sky. And as you exhale, step it through to lunge. Pause, options. Twisted lunge, left hand to the floor or the block, right arm to the sky. You can lower the back knee, right hand finds the left foot behind you. You could take a big step forward and up, supported warrior 3. Stay right there. Option, invitation, absolutely no obligations. 2 from supported warrior 3. Bend the back leg, maybe curl into yourself. The knees come close together as you squat down a little bit, and with the right hand, reach for the left foot. And then unfurl like a sweet, beautiful, twisted piece of curly sugar cane, reflecting the moonlight, like moon bathing. Gently release, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Find your breath. Breath to heart, heart to mind, mind to body. On the inhale, float the left leg high to the sky. On the exhale, catch the lunge. Options, the twisted lunge with the right hand to the block, left arm to the sky. Option, back knee to the earth, left hand finds the right foot behind you. Option, big step forward, warrior 3, work right here. Totally optional, bend the back leg, curl in, bend the legs, bring the knees close, left hand reaches for the right foot, and then unfurl. Kick the foot back and up against your hand. Breathing right here. How's that? On the inhale, unfurl. This has gotten so strong. Downward facing dog. Linking vinyasa in the style of you. Can stay in dog, child's pose, or move through the vinyasa in the way that suits you. You can come to rest on your belly in child's pose or on your back. Three of the deepest, fullest breaths in and out through the nose. Okay, we're gonna meet on our backs. Take your time. Bend your elbows right alongside your waist. Palms to the midline, fingertips point to the sky. Walk your feet right underneath your knees. And then press the center back of the skull down. Just resting in the lap of the earth. Big breath in. And as you inhale, let the breath lengthen you and expand you in the space between your pelvis and shoulder girdle. Lengthen from hips to armpits on the breath. And then keeping that as you exhale, press the elbows down. Press the center back of the skull down. And stand through your feet to lift your hips up. Bridge pose. Palms can come to rest anywhere on your midsection. You can find and feel the rise and fall of the breath in the palms of your hands. And or you can extend the arms down towards the mat. You can hold the long edges of your mat between your thumb and index fingers and pull the mat towards the feet as you wriggle the shoulder blades in a little deeper. And totally optional, you can interlace your hands underneath you and press the wrist knobs down into the ground. Belly breathing is the key here. As you inhale, let the deepest belly fill up. Hug the knees and feet to the midline. And as you exhale, feel the belly soften. Press your feet down and forward and feel the bridge grow from inside out. 2 or 3 more breaths. Is it okay to touch? Turn your toes in a little, knees in. I'm gonna stand over you, is this okay? Turn your palms up. I love that snake on your back, oh my gosh. Yeah, it's so gorgeous. You okay there? Yeah. Okay. On an exhale, slowly lower. And with the next exhale, a full release. And the next exhale, releasing all of the shit we are not taking in to the next chapter. And with the next breath, filling with potential and possibility that before us is the fulfillment of our deepest desires, our wildest dreams, our highest aspirations. Let's bring the knees and feet together. Zip lock the legs, so 2 legs become 1. Bend the elbows alongside, press the elbows down, press the center back of the skull down, stand through your feet to lift your hips up. You can press the palms down. You can interlace your hands underneath you, just if that's easy for you. Don't make it harder than it has to be. Let's not take that tendency into 2026. Do not make shit harder than it has to be, please. Bend the right knee in, right knee directly over the right hip. Now stand through the left foot and squeeze the left knee to the midline. And as you squeeze the left knee in, extend the right leg straight, flex the right foot. Find the breath. All together, we're gonna lift the roof energetically with the right foot. As you inhale, squeeze the left knee in. As you exhale, press the left foot down and forward. Yes. And lower the hips down. Lower the butt down, lower the feet down, and rest. Can you see how that shape is very similar to the one we did standing balancing? We just kind of turned it on its back. Not kind of, we like literally just turned it on its back. I forget what teacher to stop making shit harder than it has to be. I wish I remembered who that was, but that was life-changing. Okay, we're going to bring the legs together, bend the elbows, press the elbows down, puff up through the chest, the lungs, the heart, center. Firmly press the center back of the skull down. That's really gonna help you be rooted. And then stand through the feet, lift the legs up. Bend the left knee directly over the left hip, flex the foot, spread the toes. Bring your awareness to the right leg. Stand through the right foot, squeeze the right knee in, and then extend the left leg up, flex the foot. Now we're gonna raise the roof with our left foot with the actions of every one of us in the right leg. Everyone come to the right leg. As you inhale, squeeze the right knee to the midline. And as you exhale, press the right foot down and forward. One more time, inhale, hug the right knee in. And as you exhale, push the right foot down and forward and release. You can windshield wiper the legs. Take your feet as wide as the mat and let the knees fall slowly from one side and then to the other. Questions, comments, concerns, or conundrums? Okay, come back to center. We're gonna have options here. If you know and love Urdhva Dhanurasana, your next round of this can be in your Urdhva Dhanurasana. If you know what that is, then you know you get to decide if that feels appropriate today. Otherwise, we're gonna continue from bridge pose. Bring the legs together. Bend the elbows alongside, press the elbows down, like you're drilling the elbows down into the center of the earth. Press the center back of the skull down into the center of the earth, and then wriggle the shoulder blades together right underneath the heart center, like a little cradle. Stand through the, bring the legs together, and then right here, extend your right leg to the sky. Flex the foot. Stand through the left foot. Lift the hips up. Find the breath. As you inhale, hug the left knee in. And as you exhale, press the left foot down and forward. Find the breath, big breath in. Keep the right leg extended straight and strong. And as you exhale, tushy smooches the earth. Hug the left knee in, big breath in. Exhale, lift the hips, stand through the left leg. 2 more times like that. Breath in at the top, exhale to lower, inhale to lift. Exhale to lower, inhale to lift. Exhale to lower, inhale to lift. Squeeze the left knee to the midline, press the foot down and forward, and rest. Okay, so you might not have noticed your left butt cheek smiling while you were doing that, but is it smiling now? Maybe. Second side. Legs together, extend your left leg straight up. Flex the left foot. Right knee hugs the midline. You can bend the elbows, press the elbows down, press the center back of the skull down, wriggle the shoulder blades together, and then stand through your feet to lift your hips up. That right knee wants to splay out to the right. Hug the right knee like it's getting tied to the person on your left, and the person on your left is pulling your right knee even more to the left. That means the person on your left has to pull their right knee to the left. Like we're all connected through the right knee, hugging to the left. And as you exhale, lower the tush down, pause as you inhale, and as you exhale, push through the right leg, lift up. And as you inhale, lower down, pause, lift up. 3 more times together on your own. Keep the left leg straight and strong, foot flexed, and you move from the standing leg. Think butt cheek towards the heel, and then press the foot down and forward to lift the hips up and rest. Take your feet about as wide as the mat and let the knees rest against each other. Arms down to the sides or hands anywhere on your midsection where you can feel the breath in the palms of your hands. Let both knees fall gently to the left. Pause for the deepest, fullest breath that requires the least amount of effort. Inhale the legs through center. And as you exhale, let both knees fall to the right. And pause there for the deepest, fullest breath that requires the least amount of effort. Inhale the legs through center. Bring the legs together. Cross the right leg over the left leg like a deep cross thigh touches thigh. Hamstrings over quadriceps, thigh over thigh. Now scoot your tush to the right, hips to the right, and lower your knees all the way to the left. Arms can be down to the sides or out to the sides, elbows bent, sort of staggering and negotiating with your neighbor. And let the breath massage the viscera here. Let gravity and breath do the work here of deepening your connection inward. And on the inhale, draw the legs up through center, uncross, shift the hips to the middle, cross left thigh over right thigh, hamstrings touch quadriceps. Shift your hips to the left and lower your knees to the right. And the position of the arms could be different here just because the shoulders want something different and or the neighbor is different on the other side, you know, like differences. But wherever you are, however you need to be and choose to be, make it an offering to breath and gravity. As you exhale, release into gravity. As you inhale, just let yourself be open to receiving the breath. Let the breath pour itself into you without any effort. Feel and find your fullness. And then as the breath pours itself out of you, notice if you can release more deeply on the exhales into the unconditional support of gravity. It's like everything in that occupies the front body physically, mentally, psychologically, energetically can just settle back into the back body. Inhale to center. Stretch your legs out long. Reach your arms overhead, huge breath in. We're gonna, spoiler alert, we are gonna like get back up, but Shavasana is gonna be great. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs. Take a moment here to give yourself a really sweet embrace, to embrace the you that you are, conscious, subconscious, unconscious, the you that you were, conscious, subconscious, unconscious, and the you that you are becoming. Embrace all of that. It's a gift. You are the gift of life. Every time the breath pours life into you, it's the gift of life concealing itself in you in order to reveal itself and express itself as you. Gently roll to one side, press through strong arms, find your way into a tabletop position. We're going to step the right foot to lunge. You can walk your left knee a little bit behind your left foot, right foot to lunge. So for these ones, you're going to go this way. Take that arm inside the leg and open up. Yep. And just moving forward like that. Let's everyone bring your hands to your front leg. Pad the back knee. Walk your back knee so it's a little bit behind the hip so you're less on the kneecap and more on the skin at the base of the thigh right above the knee. As you inhale, reach the left arm high to the sky. And as you exhale, twist, hook the left elbow outside the right thigh as high up towards your hip as you can. Bring your hands in prayer. And as you press the left arm down and into your front leg, press your front leg out into your arm. Can you feel that? As you inhale, press the arm into the leg. As you exhale, press the leg into the arm. Tuck the back toes under. And if you feel stable, press the back knee and thigh to the sky. And as you inhale, press the back knee and thigh high to the sky, pull the feet towards each other. And as you exhale, press leg into arm, arm into leg. Inhale to untwist. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lower the knees down, gentle pad with a blanket as needed. Step the left foot up to the lunge, maybe scooch the back knee back. Keep your back toes tucked under. Bring both hands to the front thigh. On the inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky. Follow your breath, not my voice. With the exhale, twist, hook the right elbow as close up towards the outer left hip as you can. And then press arm into leg and leg into arm. Untwist for just a second and walk your back knee in just so that this knee is directly over the ankle. I don't want you to strain that knee. Yeah. Press arm into leg, leg and arm. If you feel steady, it's an if. Press the back knee and thigh to the sky. Pull the feet towards each other. And as you inhale, press the back knee up higher. And as you exhale, nice Mike, press arm into leg, leg into arm. Inhale to untwist. Downward facing dog. On the inhale, float the right leg high to the sky. Exhale, catch your lunge. Bring your blocks high to frame your front foot and press your front leg straight. Now, a few things here. We're going to come into what I will lovingly refer to as goofy revolved triangle. We want to have the distance between the feet the same as you would in lunge. So you can come back into your lunge, knee over the ankle, and then flex the back foot, heel directly over the ball of the foot, and press the back knee and thigh to the sky. And rather than just straightening the front leg again, press the back thigh up and back until the front leg is straight. Back heel lifted. Now this is wobbly because the back heel is lifted, right? For stability, you want to make sure that you're not on a balance beam here. You have your right foot and left foot hips width apart, and if you still feel wobbly, like a tiny bit wider than hips width apart, might give you a bit more stability. If you go too far, you'll destabilize again. And now to add to the stability, you're pulling the feet towards each other from front to back and side to side. Can you walk your blocks, both blocks, outside your front foot? Pause there, pull the feet towards each other, lift the back heel, knee and thigh up, press the inner edge of your front foot down, and with your right hand, if you feel steady, pull the right hip crease back. Nice, and as you pull the right hip crease back, draw the right shoulder up and back. Beautiful, Camden. And start to lean back over your shoulder blades. If you feel steady, the right arm unfurls up towards the sky. Goofy revolved triangle. Lift your left hip up away from the floor a little bit, everyone. Yes. Inhale to untwist. Exhale to downward facing dog. Now maybe your IT band is grinning a little bit. There's tension in the IT band that it would not serve us to release. You have to remember that like some of the tension we carry is literally what holds us together. I think that hinged is a good thing to take into 2026. Yeah. Hinged. Like holding ourselves, like not unhinged. Yoga is connection.
I thought you meant the app, and I was like, what?
Is there an app called Hinge? Oh goodness, you guys, I'm so old. Oh, that's such a cute name for an app though. Lower the knees down. Is it cute? Hinge is like connection, right? Is it cute? Because they're all different, right? They're all different. I hope in Mexico someone can take me on a tour of the app, just so I know, because I don't want to miss out and, I'm missing out. No, I'm going to stay hinged. I think we should all stay hinged, but it doesn't have to be in a romantic way, like to consciousness, to sanity, to some of our tension. Like I think that tension release is like so trendy. I'm gonna like hold on to some of it. We gotta hold on to some of it. Downward facing dog. It holds us together. I just feel like that goofy revolved triangle pose like really helps us feel the depth of that, the tension that holds us together. Left foot through to lunge, blocks high to frame your front foot. Lift the back heel, knee and thigh high to the sky. And it's almost like from the action of the back thigh lifting up and back that the front leg straightens. And then the back heel stays lifted high and the inner edge of the front foot stays connected to the earth. Walk the blocks outside the left foot. Blocks over to the left. And have the blocks like columns so that your front foot and the right block and the left block are like parallel columns. Does that make sense? And then left hand to left hip. Pull the left hip back as you press the inner edge of the right foot down. Pull the feet towards each other for stability as you draw the left shoulder up and back. And as you like, unfurl the top arm. Breathing, belly breath here. Rest the head back. Nice, beautiful. Inhale to untwist, bend the front leg. Take it back to downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Feel the newfound space, the ways in which the breath can flow in you, as you, through you, and carry the light of awareness more deeply, more fully, more freely in the aftermath of the subconscious release of tension. Just take a moment to acknowledge and honor the remaining bits of tension that hold us together. We're going to take the right foot through to lunge, blocks high inside the front foot as you push the front leg straight. This time as you push the front leg straight, we're not going to step the back foot in or turn the back foot out so that knees and toes of both feet are pointing straight ahead. But let's rock back onto the front heel, spread the toes, and lower the back heel straight back and down. Whew, are we in there? We call those kiefs in South Philly. And then lift the back heel up and press the big toe ball mound of the front foot into the earth. And as you root through the big toe ball mound, pull the right hip crease back. And then one more time, rock back onto your front heel and lower the back heel towards the mat. And then even in there, in the back leg, if you are really like a glutton for kiefs, you can bend the back leg a tiny bit and then press the thigh bone back. And then bend the back leg. It's like a bend that can't be seen but can be felt. And then rather than pressing the knee back, press the thigh bone back. And then bend the front leg, ball of the foot comes down, step back to downward facing dog. And it'll fascinate me sometimes, if you wouldn't probably notice unless someone pointed it out to you, maybe some of you would, but when you release tension in your legs, hips, and pelvis, it helps to release tension in the jaw. Left foot through to lunge. Blocks high inside the front leg. And then push the front leg straight and lift the back heel up. Square the hips. And then as you rock back onto your front heel, root back and down through your back heel. Breathing. And then lift the back heel and root through the big toe ball mound of your front foot. Tack the left hip crease back, find a breath. And then as you inhale, rock back onto your left heel and root through your back heel. The back heel may not come down, and then you could even bend your back leg a little and press your thigh bone back. Breathing. Press a little more into this little toe ball mound. Good. And take your heel a little wider. Yes, just a little bit. That's going to help you develop these arches. Here too, take your heel a little wider. Yes. And press more through the little toe ball mound. Yes, feel how that turns on. It's so good. And pass through lunge. Take it back to downward facing dog. Just pause, breathe, feel, notice. And then your final sweet linking vinyasa, or in your own way, gently finding your way onto your back. Spotify just did something weird. Find your way onto your back. You can add or remove layers, add or remove props. Scan your body with your awareness in this transition to see if there's any final poses, movements, or adjustments that you need or want to make in order to feel completely prepared to fully relax. I love a happy baby or wind relieving pose. If you have massage balls nearby and you want to hit any remaining areas of tension with the massage balls. And as you're ready, make of yourself an offering to the altar of the earth. Look for your breath. With each consecutive exhalation, give yourself permission to release any last remaining bits of tension, conscious, subconscious, unconscious. With each consecutive exhalation, give yourself permission to soften and settle more heavily into the unconditional lap of gravity, into the lap of the earth where we are all connected to each other, near and far, known and unknown. Let the breath breathe you. And if it feels natural, you can sync your breath to the sound of the singing bowls. There's no need to force it. As the body releases into stillness, the more subtle movements and pulsations of energy become perceptible. The currents of the breath in and out. The gurgling, the involuntary work of your visceral organs. And if your arms are released down to the sides, you might even gently bring the index fingertip and thumb to touch in what's known as Chin Mudra or Yana Mudra. And perhaps there's a perceptible pulsation as the fingertips gently touch. As you continue to swim in the ocean of consciousness wherever you are, in the realm of consciousness, I'd like to just reiterate some of my favorite words from the late, great Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. as inspiration for all of us in our next chapter. We need leaders not in love with money, but in love with justice, not in love with publicity, but in love with humanity. Leaders who can subject their particular egos to the pressing urgencies of the great cause of freedom. A time like this demands great leaders. So as we enter this final chapter of release, the year of the wood snake, 2025, and we start a new chapter, the year of the fire horse in 2026. What does it mean to you to take the lead in your own story, in your own life? What have you been put here to pursue and fulfill? And what must we put down right now in order to go in to the next chapter lighter, less weighed down by everything that came before, more supported by and inspired by everything that came before and everything that lies ahead? Invite a deeper breath in, a longer breath out. As you deepen your breath, feel how naturally your breath deepens you. Let the spirit that you are begin to gently stir, stretch, and awaken the body that you have, wiggling toes and fingers, stretching through your arms and your legs. And as the spirit that you are awakens the body that you have, let this body that you have embrace, affirm, and adorn the spirit that you are, literally wrapping yourself around yourself, for this is and you are the gift of life. When you're ready, you can bend your legs, feel both feet on the ground, take a moment to call yourself down to earth and back to reality. A moment to visualize the ways in which you stretch yourself in this practice of yoga into all the activities of your daily life. And again, as you feel ready, gently roll to one side, press through strong arms, and find your way into a comfortable seated posture. With your eyes closed and your hands folded before your heart in Anjali Mudra, and a gesture of sincere self-reverence that acknowledges and honors the voice of the true teacher, the indwelling light of the heart, never further than the breath, and a gesture that places this aspect of ourselves, the voice of the heart, the light of the heart, the call of the heart before us as a guide and an offering in all we do. In so doing, bringing more love and beauty and humanitarianism to those in the world around us. As you bow to your heart, with all my heart, I bow to every single one of you. Thank you so much for this practice and your presence. And with all my heart, I thank each of you for all that you are and all that you do every single day of this life. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. So So great to be together. Next weekend, the 23rd, we have a kids yoga night. If you have school-age children, you could drop your kids off and go have fun or rest or errands. The 24th, during the day, we have that women's wellness for 45-ish plus. We have Bodies in Space with DJ Silo and Adriana. On the 31st, we have Sarah Hummel's Breathwork and Sound Journey. And if you're interested on like just something epic to look forward to, we're going on a yoga retreat to Greece in July. July 20th to 26th, I think. I don't know. It's like there's information around. But I think we just got to make these bucket list years. We went last year. It was on my bucket list. It was so absolutely amazing and incredible that I had to do it again to give everyone a second chance to come to Greece and do yoga and have the time of your life. Love for you to join us. Thanks, everyone.
Mariel